Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for SUI render and FET price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. Let's start with SUI on the 2 hours chart as we were expecting yesterday. In the daily, we saw of course the chart on the daily, so if you are interested into it, you can go back of course for the previous video. Currently, we're gonna do of course the 2 hour chart where we have a potential 1-2 still be unfolding toward the downside. Can be an A, B, and a C here. And as you can see, lately we got, of course, double leading diagonal, which it can be here a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for a wave 1, probably finished. You got a wave 2, and then we got another leading diagonal here as, of course, wave 3. Now, this cannot be leading diagonal. Actually, it can be simple contracting diagonals. Because it can be, of course, a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Very rare case, honestly, to get, of course, diagonals in a big diagonal. But it can be the possibility here also that you might have the wave Y finish, don't forget, in leading diagonal, then ending diagonal ABC zigzag as a W, X, and a Y. However, if this happens, of course, therefore we need a confirmation for this. We need to see an impulse toward the upside where you got kind of like one here on the 15-minute chart. So on the 15-minute chart, we might be still in an impulse in double 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you might still looking for one more wave, 4 and a 5. So basically, if we get here after this drop here, without taking, of course, the low, one more wave toward the upside, this might be, of course, an impulse, turning it into two possible scenarios where you might have a bottom tier for wave Y, finished wave 2, and we move, of course, very high for a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5 continuation toward the upside. However, this impulse is not yet ready, of course. As you can see on the 5-minute chart here, you can see clearly that you have even potentially triple 1-2s, 3, 4, and a 5 to finish wave 3, then 4 and a 5, and then you still have one more wave 4 and a 5. Now, currently, this wave 4 is looking still, of course, kind of like a zigzag, unless, of course, we see some massive drop. You would like to see simply one more leg toward the upside. And to finish this impulse as a potential wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or ABC. What does it mean, ABC? Meaning, of course, a wave 4 in continuation of this diagonal. So I'm looking for ABC potentially here in a wave 4. That it might be, of course, the diagonal, or you are simply bullish here in 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, and that means you finished here a wave 2. Now, the signal, of course, this blue box is your wave 4, perfect fib levels, taken, of course, from this wave 3 here. This wave 3, retracement as a wave 4, and then having wave 5. If we pass through this this blue box toward the upside, this might be, of course, our bullish scenario here for SUI, starting, of course, after having a W, X, and a Y, wave 2, and then we, of course, move upward. But before having all these scenarios, we need, of course, on the 15-minute chart to be bullish again here for one more wave toward the upside, meaning you don't want to see invalidation here of bullish. Of course, if we take this price here, 3.2, that is no bullish. That is simply continuation toward the downside. And that means, of course, it can be, of course, a 1, 2, 1, 2, but very low possibility for me here to be double 1, 2, meaning very bearish. But I still looking for a little bit higher, therefore. So we're going to see what's going to happen. Let's watch, of course, this key level and see if we get, of course, a complete wave 1 or a complete wave A. That was it for SUI. Let's move for a render. In render, we can see also that we are in a potential here wave 1, ABC wave 2. Now we took the low, as you have realized. We're very close to the blue box. Are we gonna finish up here as an ending diagonal wave Y? Again, ABC, yeah, A, B, and a C finished. Because you have also here leading diagonal correction, another diagonal, which is, of course, opening the question mark, are we again in a final diagonal, or are we in a zigzag finish in a wave Y? Now, internally on the 5-minute chart, can we count here an impulse? Well, definitely not. Okay, definitely not. It's true you have triple 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for wave 3. Now, this is a very, very deep wave 4. So preferably, of course, do not reach this invalidation, I would say, or let's say even this one, because this might be, of course, invalidation of bullish, and it might be, of course, meaning continuation for lower directly. Okay, 3.36. So these are the possibilities here. Now, in case we are looking for a wave 4 here, wave 4, and basically this might be your wave 4 as diagonal. So yeah, you already reached almost the perfect fib levels for this potential wave 4. Okay, so we gotta be careful with it. We might be in a wave 1, 2, and then 3, 4, and a 5. Okay, so this might be your wave C. This might be your wave Y here. So you can finish wave 2 here or there. Okay, it depends where it's gonna be. It depends, of course, on the price action here. If we continue lower, can be, of course, finished. If we continue for a little bit higher here, can be, of course, wave 4 and then moving down. Okay, so we gotta watch the 3.6, which is a signal, of course, for what it might happen. If we stay above it, I know this is very deep, but if we stay above it, we might still, of course, reach the blue zone. If we break the blue zone, okay, then it is impulsive. You finish here wave Y in a wave 2, and then we move bullish. Yeah, so it might be very bullish, of course, in case we are finishing. I just want to tell you guys that we are very, very close for being bullish again in a bull run. We are very close for it. So it can simply have a simple drop and start the bull run here again for the altcoins. So very interesting. Let's see FET. So for FET, on the 2 hours chart, also we are looking, or 4 hour chart here, we are looking at a wave 1. We have A, B, C, D, E. We were looking for this triangle. A very nice signal today is, of course, a broken or invalidation of triangle given over there, right? So we got an invalidation, giving, of course, the highest possibility here is the next blue box, which is an A, B, and a C. We already have this box already, and I told you it's better to get this one because you don't want to be in a triangle. In a triangle, it is a wave B here, meaning wave C can unfold 1 to 1 and then dropping very bearish. But if we are here in kind of like an ABC hitting this, meaning a wave 2 might be in play. And when you are in a wave 2, you might be in 1, 2, 3, of course, bull run unfolding toward the upside. Now, what it might be the scenario, again, the same ending diagonal might be unfolding as well here in a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. As you can see, you simply want at least to take the low here. It's not necessarily to take the blue box even, guys. Simply by taking the low can be even more than enough. The market can be very reactive. You know, once you take the low, it can start to be very reactive and moving toward the upside. Just to mention in all the altcoins that I'm just showing right now, guys. So if this is your diagonal, also it doesn't look very aggressive, I would say, because your zigzag here is done and finished. You have already potentially an A, B, and a C. Your wave C is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Knowing that you might be here also in double 1, 2 can be also, or it can be a big ABC still, very likely. But I would say that we are still looking for potential lower prices. This is what I know. I'm still looking for the blue box or around it, or to take the low over there. And of course, an ABC here. I'm looking for this one, A, B, and a C in a wave 2, okay, inside this blue box, or at least to finish, of course, in a zigzag. Can be WX and a Y. So I'm gonna lay down also this one, WX and a Y, meaning just simply by taking the low with one more leg down here. If this happens, this is a zigzag, zigzag, another zigzag, meaning finish WX and a Y, you move toward the upside. Okay, so the market can be tricky and not finishing simply just 5 waves. It can finish 3 waves by taking the low and moving toward the upside. Very, very interesting. So I would say in conclusion, we are very close, of course, for the bull run. A little bit lower would be preferable for the altcoins, and we might start to see, of course, a move toward the upside. Let me remind you a little bit with the Bitcoin dominance here. If the Bitcoin dominance will not move toward the upside here, it's very, very very slow movement for the Bitcoin dominance. I'm still looking a little bit for the 0.23 at least here. So in case we get here a little bit higher, this might mean that the altcoins might drop this final low that we are looking just for it right now, and we can take it from there. It's not maybe necessarily to get the same as the history, so because I'm looking at the history here, this drop down and this very sideways. So I'm expecting maybe that it's gonna do the same, but it's not necessarily. Okay, it can simply, of course, take one more high here and then dropping down very massively, which is of course giving a potential for the altcoin to start a bull run during this downtrend. Okay, so we gotta be ready for it. Yep, that was it for SUI Render and FET. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments. See you in the next one. Bye bye.